So we'll start. Hey, this is Steve with Orlando Collector Deviants here in Silver Spring State Park at Gil-A-Bration, and I am here with the main man, Mark Draven, who tattoo artist extraordinaire.
Jerk of all trades.
Well, you're like the autograph king, because every time I turn around, you have new autographs out, and you create these awesome figurines with help from other people. And you're like in everything. You have a little bit, your hand in a little bit of everything around here.
I like to keep acclimated with all things pop culture. Sure, we'll go with that. I like the Ink Fusion tattoo program. We've had that at Comic Cons for 12 years now. So that's still going strong. We've got 25 shows in the U.S., 3 overseas for this year, and then that's going to expand for the overseas dates. So that's keeping us busy. And then for this convention, we are debuting our Riku Browning action figure, my cheap pop. This is of the man himself that is over that way. We're only doing 200 pieces of that one. That one specifically is just for this show with the seaweed. It's actually from the 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea, or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I'm tired. I need a nap. I got up entirely too early.
And I'm the one drinking. He's drinking water, and I'm drinking the.
I know, I'm a lightweight.
They actually have a drink just for the event called the Creature from the Black Lagoon, rum and coke with lime and cherry. So I'm happy it's rum.
Yeah. But so between the events, Scott Fenster, who did the sculpting for the suit, also for the head sculpts for these figures, he's a buddy of mine, so I wanted to come out today and help support the show. And Riku is a friend of mine also, so I got him booked for this event. So kind of working different sides of the event, I guess you could say.
Now, this isn't the first time you've worked with Scott. I know for a fact with the Stan Lee, because we got to be behind the scenes with Scott on that.
Yes.
So
we'll call it that. Now, Stan Lee, we debuted that figure. That was in 2014. And then,
God, was it that long ago?
That's when the license agreement was arranged, and Stan was hands-on for that entire program, all the way down to the highlights in his hair. He wanted more gray and less white in his hair. He said, "Just shave 20 years off me. Just make me a little younger." So, that was good. But this is the only 8-inch figure that he was fully involved with and approved every step of the way for that. So it was kind of neat, just to be able to have that. It's almost like more of the story than fully involved with it, I guess. We did the same thing with the figures to the outfit design. I said, well, do you like jeans? Do you like corduroy pants? And it's like, I wore it all. Like, whatever is in front of me.
Now, and as I see, there's 3 different suits or 3 different jackets on him, and shoes.
Colors. We're playing with different ideas. He didn't really care too much, so we just played around with a couple different ones. And the only one specifically for this show today was the seaweed includement. Includement, is that a word? We should make that a word now.
It is now.
Including, and then the November release will be the Robert Englund figure. This one, once again, Robert and I have come up. It's my exclusive figure. Again, Scott designed the head sculpt. And Robert's been fully involved to the jacket design, which isn't on this figure yet, to the scarf, to the knot, the way that he ties his scarf had to be certain ways. But that will be released November 1st at the Rhode Island Comic Con. So me to sign it. We're also doing another Ink Fusion tattoo raffle. So Robert's been involved with that. Stay with us. We'll sell raffle tickets. All the money that we raise goes to charity. And then for Rhode Island, Robert will come over and draw the design. It's usually like a caricature of Freddie, and whatever number or name he pulls out of the hat, then that winner will get that tattoo for free.
See, that's so awesome. I did try to do the Stan one every time you had it. I never won, but now with the autographs, because I've actually picked up a lot of autographs from you. Now these are out of your own personal collection, correct?
I have a pretty vast collection, yeah. So the Ernest Borgnine on that Poseidon Adventure, he signed that for me at a show in California a few years back. They actually had Robert booked for that show, but he had to cancel. So I booked Ernest and Tippi Hendren through Karen Cato. Hi, Karen. And she brought them in for us for that show. So that was a fun event. I got to tattoo Tippi at that show. So that was her first and only tattoo that I'm aware of right now. She still only has that one tattoo.
That's awesome.
And then she tattooed me.
She tattooed you?
She tattooed me.
Where did she tattoo you at? Yeah.
All right. So when Tippi signs her name, she puts her little birds. So can you see that? So she signed my leg, and I don't know if we can. I don't know. If you can't, you can. Otherwise, it just looks funny like a pin on him.
What we do later is we'll take a still picture of it so we can put it up there.
So yeah, after I finish.
Gotta embarrass you, anyways.
I don't care. Have you seen me? I have no humility. After I tattooed her, I said, "It's your turn." She had her white blouse on and her pearls, and she was all done up, and she is definitely Hollywood. Like, she is such a classy woman. So then I put gloves on her, I put an apron on her, and then she tattooed my ankle. So I'm pretty sure it's the first and only tattoo she had ever done too. But that's one story that, I mean, you know how it is. The things that we run into.
Oh yeah.
This business is so weird sometimes, but that was definitely a memorable event.
Yeah, I can only imagine, because you hit a lot more than what we do, and I still fanboy like crazy over all this. So speaking of that, who do you still fanboy over? Like, who's your, oh my God, I'm meeting you, and because I ask everybody, so.
Alice Cooper was probably one of the ones that inside internally, I was definitely geeking out a little bit. That was my guy. Like, when we were kids, and like, his music was definitely just our good cheesy glam rock. We liked that a lot. I don't know. I can't really think of Chuck Norris meeting, but it was back before he did conventions. He did book signings. He would only do book signings and military events. And we did a book signing in New Jersey, the tiny little bookstore in New Jersey called Bookends, I believe. But they would have the biggest names there doing signings, like anything from the president to Chuck Norris. And he did his signing. I bought 15 books just to get more time to talk to him and his publicist about trying to book him for a convention. It didn't happen, but I had some really cool Christmas presents to give everybody that year. That was fun, just because of the whole, back then, since he wasn't doing shows, it was just the whole, Chuck Norris versus the world, and, all the books that got released about him, not doing push-ups, just pushes the world down.
Toughest man in the world.
Yeah.
A universe.
And the amount of security that he had around him was crazy. You wouldn't think, like, he's Chuck Norris. Like, he retired as karate champion of the world in 72, I believe. So he's like one of the baddest men on the planet, people speaking and nostalgia purposes. But there was like 12 security guys. Now keep in mind, that room was probably only 60 by 40 at best. But they're all, there's a little girl with a camera, line 4, close it down now. Like, she was like 6. Yeah.
Well, see, you got to think about those 12 people. He was protecting them. They needed his protection,
They were protecting the masses. But, I mean, it's always fun to meet. It's the run-ins have definitely been interesting. But I can't. There's a couple of people you're sad like when you meet them and you're like,
No, not as much as that you built them up in your head.
or just they weren't as polite or cordial as you were thinking as far as a normal person conversation or whatnot. Like they were.
Oh yeah. Now, if you can say, because I know sometimes you can't say, who is one of the most popular person that you've tattooed?
Popular person, or
Popular,
just one I
famous.
really enjoyed.
Even that.
Tibby was definitely one of my legendary tattoo moments, just because the amount of class that that woman has, on top of the fact that it was her first tattoo, and she's at a point in her life now that it was very daring, I guess, for a woman of that. Tell me if I say this wrong. A woman of that age. So that were that place in her life. So she was definitely one of my funnest ones. Adrian Paul, the Highlander. Tattooed an immortal. Let's put it this way without getting too nitty. I've tattooed an immortal. I've tattooed Superman. A Vampire Slayer.
A little bit about this. The idea for this came basically because I worked in the theme park industry for years. And I did
quite a few from the
car nights. And I grew up as a monster kid. I was probably, I think, the second generation. I grew up with horror hosts.
Is he overpower enough? Okay. Yeah.
So my horror host was Dr. Paul Bear.
Bring it back later.
Yeah, we can come back and do a part 2 in a bit. So guys, we are live in Ocala at Silver Spring State Park. We're here until it goes to 8, right? Because the movie goes to 8.
That was how I grew up.
So it goes to 8. Come out, join us. We got the creature going on, created by. Can you hear me at all?
I did.
So I did this thing.
Okay. So on that note, guys, peace out. We'll talk to you in a few.
In front of a lot of people that were my idols.